Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day and you've managed to get out in the sunshine today. It's been beautiful. Today we're back with our daily uplifts. We are doing some more yoga today, a little bit less flowing and a bit more targeted into specific poses that I'm just going to take you through. So we're going to go into our boat pose, we're going to go into our shoulder stand and into our plow, okay, and then just loosening off a little bit mobilization wise at the end into the back. I hope that you're having a great day. Please do keep giving us those requests. We haven't forgotten about the ones that we haven't done yet, so don't you worry, and I'll be back tomorrow. Let's start by getting ourselves warmed up with a sun salutation on each side. So come to the front of your mat. Bring yourself into that mountain pose. So big toes together, ankles together, really lifted through those thighs, squeezing into those glutes a little bit. Shoulders are back and down and we're lifted through the body, through the crown of the head, so we're nice and long in the neck. We're going to inhale to come all the way into high prayer. Exhale, squeeze your bottom, push your hips forward, light back bend if comfortable, otherwise stay high. Inhale to come up, exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, bend those knees, take your right leg back into a long lunge, lift into your chest. As we exhale, we come back into our downward facing dog. Inhale, let's come forward into that plank. Drop your knees if you need to. We're going to exhale to lower down. Inhaling to pull ourselves all the way up. Exhale, tuck those toes, come back into your down dog. Inhaling to lift that right foot towards the sky. Step as far forward as you can. Exhaling into forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And we exhale back down into our heart center. Let's do that again. Inhaling. Exhale, lift, squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward. Inhale up. Exhale down into forward fold. Left foot back this time. Inhale, lift into your chest. Exhale, let's come back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into that plank. Drop those knees if you need to. We're going to exhale to lower that chest down towards the floor. Inhale, let's pull into your up dog. Exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. Inhaling to lift up that left foot, stepping as far forward as you can. Other foot to join into forward fold, exhale. Bend those knees, inhale, come all the way up. Let's exhale, relax. Oh, so we should be feeling nice and warm now. So we're going to come down to the floor. So we're going to inhale to bring our arms all the way up. And as we exhale, bring your hands down through your heart center. We're going to bow down to the floor, nice flat back. Relax those arms there. Let's hang here for a second. Just loosen off into those hamstrings a little bit. Ooh, really hang. If you can, take your weight a little bit forward so it's not so much on the heels, but a little bit further forward so your bottom's more over your feet rather than pushing all the way back. So hanging here, you might want to hold on to your elbows and perhaps lightly swing in a ragdoll. If that's too much for you, bend your knees ever so slightly, okay? So whatever works for you. Let those arms go now. Big bend into the knees, hands onto the floor. Come back into your down dog. And then I want you to walk your feet forward, all right? And then try to just bring yourself back, all right? As gracefully as possible. So we're going to go into our boat pose. Let's bring your feet into a hip width distance, okay? And I quite like to do this almost inspired a little bit by Pilates as well, to look after the lower back and engage a little bit through the abdominals. But we're going to inhale, come up with the arms. As we exhale, I want you to come back into kind of a C-spine, so tilt that pelvis, draw that belly button in as if someone's taken their finger and just poked you in the lower abdomen. So in that position, shoulders are relaxed and your chest is still up. Now you can either just lift one leg and then swap them over in this position. It's completely up to you. Or if you can bring both legs up into like a tabletop with those shins. Lifted, and we want to try and stay as high as we possibly can in this position. Of course, you have the option, if you can, to straighten into the legs, okay? Whatever works for you. Or if you want to take it the other way, you might want to open out into the arms. But if you find that it shoots you forward in the upper body, then just leave yourself here. And we're just going to hold for 4 breaths. So breathing in, breathing out. Trying to breathe in and out through the nose if we can. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you're shaking a little bit and it's too much, then just hold onto your onto the backs of the legs, onto the backs of the thighs for a little break, and then go back into it. Doing one more breath. And then feet come down, we relax over the legs and just take your chin all the way into your chest. Breathing in, breathing out, giving your hip flexors a little bit of a break. And we really want to make sure, because we're going to do this again, that we're drawing our belly button in and up. So think about that hand coming in and up, and we want to think almost about our bandhas, our locks. So the locks that are in the more lower abdomen, so your Mula Bandha, and then your Udayana Bandha kind of comes into more of the upper stomach. So they're really almost, I like to think of them as hands that come together. Okay, so really, really drawing in through the belly and keeping ourselves in that position. If it's ever too much, take that lower option of swapping the legs over. So we inhale to come up again. As we exhale, slightly come back into that C-spine position. Take your legs into tabletop, and then we're going to take 6 breaths here. If you tend to get a little bit sore into the feet, alright, just relax your feet. Try not to cramp them, okay? Breathing in, breathing out, shoulders are down your back, and you're lifted as high as is comfortable for you. If you're a little bit sore into the hip flexors at any point, remember, you can just either swap them in the air or take them down and take them up, whatever works for you. So we're breathing in, really working into those abdominals, okay, into your hips. Breathe. And then when you've finished your 6 breaths, you're going to take those feet back down, and then again, relaxing over your legs. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can take your legs out and just relax forward in the bound angle pose, whatever works for you. So relax over there, bring your bottom a little bit further forward, okay? And we're going to roll all the way down and go into our shoulder stands and our plows. So really, really important to get your bottom all the way down towards the end of your mat so that you've got room when we take our legs over to the back of the mat. Now, I should pre-warn you, for those of you who are more beginners in yoga, I'd probably say that this isn't the pose for you or the set of poses for you, particularly if you suffer with any shoulder, neck or back pain. So please be sensible. Otherwise, we're going to roll down. So we're going to roll all the way down towards the mat. And I just want you to bring yourself bottom again, shuffle yourself down towards the end. We're going to take our hands down, and I want you just to bring your legs into a tabletop position. Okay, so we're going to bring our legs into tabletop, start to engage a little bit through those abdominals, and I want you to almost rock them back a little bit, and then rock them back towards you, and you're going to try and lift off, using your abdominals, your bottom towards the sky, and catch them with your hands, okay? So to begin with, you can keep your knees bent, and just walk your hands up your back towards the ground until you get onto your shoulders. Again, as I said, if you get any discomfort into your neck, shoulders, back, please do not do this. If you have any disc issues, again, be sensible, all right? So, I want to try and take our legs straight. So at the moment, I know that mine aren't. So we want to try and take those legs straight, and you might feel a bit of a pull, or a push, sorry, into your triceps, okay? So that's fine, because that's just you working, so you can hold yourself there, all right? If you are a little bit more daring, you might want to be a little bit further onto your shoulders, and it can be a little bit more comfortable for you. You can either point your toes or flex your feet, whatever is comfortable for you again. So, this is our shoulder stand, and you can play with this. You might want to take your legs up and over, all right? And you might just want to play here. So this is completely up to you, what you do with this. Draw your belly button in, and then when you're ready, you're going to take your hands down. If you want to take this further, you're going to flex your feet. You're going to take a deep breath in, really engaging through the abdominals here, and slowly start to bring your toes down towards the floor. So really control that down until you reach the floor. Now, if you are a little bit tight here, you can always bend into the knees. This is fine, okay? If you want to as well, you can have a block or a cushion underneath your toes. If you can, I want you to try and take your hands together, and you're just going to stretch those arms out so you're in this position. Now, if this is too much for you at any point, you put those hands back down and you come back into this position off the shoulders, okay, into the upper back. And just do this for as long as you like. So you might want to return into it. You might want to keep those bent legs. Whatever you want to do is absolutely fine. Breathing in, breathing out. You might want to have someone with you while you're doing this, okay? So, what we want to try and do is come into this position. We're going to straighten the legs, and I want you to try and use your abdominals to bring you down without using the momentum of bringing your upper body off the ground. So, Arms come back down onto the floor. Engage through your belly. Breathe in, breathe out, and slowly start to lower yourself down onto the ground. When you get there, knees come into your armpits, your chest. Let's loosen off and counter pose there, and just slightly, lightly rock from side to side. Now, if this is ever uncomfortable into the back or into the spine, okay, I don't want you to do it, all right? This is for those of you that are a little bit more advanced, okay, and you want to take it a little bit further with that position. So taking your hands onto your knees, start to draw circles with your knees, going one way, okay, going the other way, really drawing those circles and opening out into that lower back. We want to try and really loosen off there now. Take your feet down. If you are at the end of your mat, you might want to shuffle back up it. Take your arms nice and wide, okay? Leave your feet where they are on the mat, leave your shoulders where they are, and just take the bottom over to the right hand side. And you're just going to either let your knees fall over to one side, just loosening off that lower back, or if that's not enough for you, you can take your right leg over your left and then just let them go. Keeping shoulders on the ground, looking over towards your right hand. Breathe in, breathe out. So as I said, if you're going to do this, please make sure that you are, you've perhaps done this before, or you've got someone else with you, or you're quite advanced or intermediate as a yoga in your practice, okay? If you have any kind of back discomfort, then please do not do it, alright? Stick to one of our other sessions. When you're ready, we're going to come back up to centre, uncross our legs, bottoms over towards the left side. This time we're crossing our left leg over right leg if we're doing the cross, okay? And then just let your legs fall over, let them relax. Keep shoulders on the floor, look over towards that left hand now. And really just breathe into your back, breathe into your body. Feel everything let go. Feel calm, comfortable. Come back into centre, uncrossing the legs, taking our bottom into the centre. Okay, knees come into our armpits or our chest together, and we rock from side to side. And at this point, you can either rock your hips forward and back, side to side, draw circles, whatever works for you. Okay, and then take your feet down onto the floor, and we're just going to open out into our hips. Okay, so opening out, and we're just in a reclined bound ankle position here. Now, if this is very uncomfortable for you into the hip, you can always take your fists and just put them underneath where your glutes meet your hamstring, okay, if that's comfortable for you, or just underneath the hip. Or if you tend to get really uncomfortable into the back, then I wouldn't advise just lying completely flat. You might want to have your knees back up or come back into that knee to chest or knee to shoulder, armpit pose. Okay. Otherwise, we're lying here, we're opening out, and some of you might feel comfortable just opening out into the arms here as well. This is a really lovely way to relax as well. For those of you who enjoy doing the relaxation meditations, this can also be really nice as a position to lie in. Breathing in, breathing out. There's a reason why babies naturally end up sleeping like this. And really breathe from the base of the belly through the ribs up into the collarbones, and then let your body melt into the ground. And when you're ready, bringing those knees back in together. Again, one last time, hold those knees in, okay, and then we'll finish there. So whenever you're comfortable, you can bring yourself back to a seated position. Then perhaps tomorrow, once I've given you the daily uplift with the relaxation, you can do this again and you can follow it up with that. I hope you enjoy challenging yourself a little bit today, and I will see you tomorrow.